Hello, friends. I'm not sure if you can hear me. We were having an audio problem. Oh, it's super fucking hot. Oh, shit. Well, friends. Oh, yeah, good. You can hear me. Good. So I'm just retweeting this. They should be here in 10 minutes. I just want to capture them killing me. I mean, I hope they don't kill me. Um, I guess now's a good time for a tour. I can always just put the laptop down when they get here. Built a new pool cover. So it's a plastic tarp, and I've been using. So there's the cover. It's just a piece of black plastic. But what I've done is I've tied a knot here, and then I got a loop, and then I got at the bottom that rope, so I can make it taut, and it's a way for me to. Basically, the plastic's hard to grab onto, so by making a knot, I put a loop all the way around the base, and then I put arms on it, so I could cinch it down. I got like 6 or 7 arms to hold it in place, and this is to prevent the evaporation. It's the end of the day, so like the solar panels are starting to lose some of the sun. I probably should have built it right here because that's full sun. I might move it, but not today. Looking for snakes. You can see I raked my driveway. I look for snakes. I'm only just worried about the poisonous snakes. Look how fat I am. No. Here's the old shed. Just a bunch of my gear, and the pinball machine right now is acting as a workbench. I got a drywall on it to protect the glass. This is actually pretty dangerous for snakes. The ground is all messy, like mini cubby holes for snakes. At the top of my flag, I put some of those LEDs on my driveway. I screwed four of them to the top of my flagpole. Yeah. No, Conway, I'm not nervous. Because I got my shirt off and I don't have any guns, and I won't be holding my laptop when they get here. This here is my vibrator. It's an ultrasonic cleaner. I've been cleaning the pool filter in it. The pool filter gets really clean in here. What the hell? That lid's not going on. Oh, it only goes on one way. Yeah. Just tell them you aren't allowed. They aren't allowed on your property. They don't have probable cause, and they are participants in your ongoing harassment. Tell them they aren't allowed on the property, and they don't have a cause, and they're okay. Well, I'm not going to do that. I'll tell you why. Napoleon Bonaparte said, "Never interrupt the enemy when they're making a mistake." So, let me ask you: do you like to be told what to do? Most people don't like to be told what to do. And every time they call me, they frame it as, "We're just trying to save you. We're just trying to help you, Wayne. We're trying to save you." So, what happens when a Karen is trying to save you? Well, she's really not trying to save you. She's trying to poke her nose into your business. And so she's not going to be reasonable. So telling the sheriff how to do his job, now's not the time and place to do that. The time to do that is in court when I'm suing them for millions. Like, this disrupts my whole day. I'm not sure what else I'd be doing right now, though. I just came out of the pool because it's 105 degrees in the shed right now, and it's 98 outside. So just sue them, record them making an unjustified search today, and get some Sal Goodman lawyer. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to find just an attorney who's hungry to sue somebody. I found one attorney, but he's not interested in it. And I've talked to him 3 times. He's like, "Well, they're being nice. What do you expect them to do, Wayne?" I'm like, I talked to this attorney at call number 34. I'm like, "Well, when do we sue them? At call 134? They're being nice, Wayne. Like, he's clearly not on my side, as far as I could tell." I'll take you to the back and show you my chipmunk feeding station as watch for snakes. These solar panels, they could be hiding and just snipe one of my feet. So none there. Just everywhere you step, gotta be rattlesnake thinking. Okay, looking good. So this is like Disneyland for chipmunks back here. Got a little tunnel for them to hang out from the sunshine. They got a pallet so they can go under the pallet and get away from the sun. And well, and you'll see in the middle is a big thing of rice, and that's their bowl of water. There's mostly shade here in the day. They're so cute, these chipmunks. I mean, they're totally adorable. They're afraid of birds, so that's what the cover is. Give them some shelter from the birds. And then I got to water, and I give them water in the morning. Here's my lumber pile right there. You know there's some snakes in there. Yeah. Yeah. I'll show you the KTMs. Only one of them works. The orange one works, and the big one, it needs a cam bearing, which is only like $35, but then it needs 120 in gaskets. And that's a 400 SXC year 2000. They're both street legal, but the orange one doesn't have the lights on it right now. I have them. I'm going to sell it. I paid $2,400 for it, and I put on a skid plate, and I've only ridden it about 40 hours. Just watching for snakes here. Hold on. Oh, damn it. I could have used that piece of lumber earlier. Maybe they aren't coming out. Murphy, they said they were coming out. I want to trust law enforcement. Well, I'm just a trusting person to begin with, because if you're not trusting, then you're trying to think about, you're just trying to outthink them. And how do you outthink people who don't think? You can't. That's Murphy's Law of American military intelligence. The enemy can never know what we're doing because we don't know what we're doing. I'll take you to the eagle's nest. Oh, they're in a car, but it's not them. The eagle's nest. Well, this is my roof, friends, if you ever wanted to see it. Pretty nice. I got a wire here to keep that from blowing off. And this here is for me to hold on to. I like it out here. In a way, it's good that I'm surrounded by junk, or else people would move in. They'd be next to me here. And also, I would have cost a lot more money. So, right there is the mine. That's 5 miles away. It just sold for $22 million. And I was live streaming when I went on SF Gate, and I read the article. It's like, California ghost town sells. I'm like, where's this? I'm looking at the photos. I'm like, holy shit, that's where I live. Show us the pool. All right. This is my homemade. I mean, there's a big filter here, but this is another filter. It's 95. Hold on a sec. It feels great. Today I did a big cleaning on it. I basically vacuumed it. I went around the edge. There was just like some algae, dead algae, and some stuff around the perimeter. So I vacuumed it up with this other pump I have. Now it's a little cold. Wind chill factor. You know, if the sheriff doesn't come out, it's another type of harassment. Saying they're going to come out and they don't. I get all worried about it. I stop what I'm doing. Like Brian called me and I said, well, I tried to pick up the phone. Very nice inflatable pool heaven. Well, basically, only the top inflates, so it floats, but the rest of it isn't inflated. It's a trapezoid. It's a cone. And so the water at the bottom just keeps trying to push the top up, but it just goes up. Let's see how long it's been. I mean, they've always been here within an hour and a half of the call. He might be getting a burrito. It just says an hour ago. Yeah, it's probably been an hour and 20 minutes. I like my wind chime here. It's an elephant. All right, I'm just reading here. Do not consent. Do not answer questions. Well, I've got a different strategy. Talk their ears off. Tell them stories about Israel, 9/11, Israel doing 9/11, aliens. They're like, I got to get out of there. I can't take this. Like their whole brain goes blank. Give them like 30 red pills at once. They're like, you can just see smoke coming out of their ears. It's primitive but beautiful. Do you even have a front door, Wayne? Well, there's a door within the door. Yeah, that's camouflage, by the way. It's just so that it doesn't look like oh, there's a building there. You know, if you weren't looking hard for it, you wouldn't notice it. Yeah. Yeah, it's a long driveway, so I can see them coming down. I can see them. I can see them driving over here. I can see them 5,000 feet before they get here, or four. Well, let's call it 3,000 feet. So I was enjoying the shade. Yeah, a little bit. You know that basically right now, that shade is because of the shed. Oh, I put them there because of my inverter was outdoors and I didn't have a long electrical cable to the air conditioner, and I didn't want that to be the reason it wasn't working. And I can always move it. It's not necessarily too hard. Each panel on the inside is screwed to the 2x4. We'll go over there and I'll kind of explain it to you. So I screw the bottom one in, then the top one, and they're staggered. Can go through them. This is version 3. The version 1 and 2 they were edge to edge, but it made it turn into a sail. So I did this so the wind can go through them, and this structure here was always meant to support all of them, but when I put the air gap right here, I had to put that structure here, but then it broke. So now I put these beams at the back so it doesn't go up and down. It doesn't go this way right now. And also my rod for winding it up broke. It's rebar and I drilled a hole through it to put the cable through. I'll show you. And it broke. So we're kind of in static mode right now. There's the brake. And you can see the drill hole. Yeah. All I care about is air conditioning. And so I've got enough juice now for the air conditioning. These panels here are 90%. They're cracked, and I didn't know solar panels could get damaged, but they're damaged. That's why they were free. I didn't know that when I picked them up. It wouldn't have changed it because I'm the kind of guy, I'll fix it somehow. Each little cell still makes power. It's just not all at once. So I could use them for some kind of hobby project. Like I could glue them to a big hot air balloon if I wanted. Maybe the sheriff isn't coming out. It's a Sergeant Whitaker. And Whitaker and this other guy, Whitaker's the new sergeant. And by the way, sergeant in Latin means servant. And he was the guy who snuck onto my property. So I have the no trespassing sign, rope. He snuck on, walked all the way up to here. And then I was on the computer and he's like, "Hey, Mr. Lambert." I'm like, "Ah!" I'm fucking startled. Like he trespassed. And they said they were just coming by because they were on the way to the mine, and he wanted to introduce me to the new sergeant. I'm like, "Well, hello, sergeant." I'm like, but so there wasn't a reason to be here. He wanted to introduce me to the sergeant. And then the sergeant had some advice for me that I don't want to talk about. We kind of had a disagreement over some stuff, and he was a little hostile. I mean, it wasn't a good day. And the sergeant's like, "Wayne, one of my deputies could die coming out to your house with them prank calls." I'm like, "Well, I'm sorry, be careful driving." I didn't say maybe don't come out. I'm really good, man. Like when it comes to women, I'm so good at mostly not giving advice to women. And because that just gets you in trouble. Well, we got some wind right now. That's why I got all that big gap in there. So the wind can go right underneath it. And you can see the palm tree blowing. It's probably just 15 mile an hour. Maybe the sheriff isn't coming. That'd be good. Will they bring you some food? That would be nice. My refrigerator's not working. I lost my milk. And some cottage cheese and some butter. It's not like I'm going to starve to death, though. I'm prepping for the coming famine. Well, you can't see it, but there's a line over there, and it's the California Aqueduct. And if you look on a map, it's visible. And all these mountains are gold bearing. There's like 200 previous gold mining claims, and now it's a national park. You can't gold mine there anymore. Would you let me ride your dirt bike if I visit? I used to have a 2001 Yamaha. Yeah, Charles, I would. Just don't hurt yourself. I got a helmet. Maybe, you'd want to maybe have boots. Yeah, I saw that 60,000 pounds of the stuff missing. I did the calculation at 50-pound bags. That's 1,200 bags. Charles Smith, the difference between you and me, you asked to ride Wayne's dirt bike, and I asked to ride his anti-gravity machine. Uh-oh. Yeah, my dirt bike's fun. I really need to I need to clean the carburetor. It doesn't idle too well. It runs pretty good, but it's not idling. I actually need to put it in the ultrasonic bath, clean it up. Who's doing the calls though? We don't know. I mean, somebody was on the call last night, and they said, I just swatted you. And then my phone rang, and it was the sheriff because they just swatted me. So it's somebody who has lots of money. Morton Shecklestorm used to be on Twitter, and this was 6 years ago, and I couldn't get on 4chan. He's like, well, I got a VPN account. It costs $500 a month, and you can use it on 4chan. And he gave me logins, but I didn't use it because I thought, well, he's probably done some shit with that, and he's trying to entrap me. But it is a legitimate $500 a month VPN service that, well, he said it worked on 4chan. I don't know because I never used it, but I'll just take him at his word. Let me get a bucket here. I don't want to keep. At the end of holiday season, these lights go from $4 to $1 at Walmart. I pick up a whole bunch of them. They use like 90% less of like their LED, so they don't use hardly any electricity. There we go. Let's get the stage set. That's my mirror that they shot out with the BB gun. I think you can see 1, 2, 3, and then there's a fourth. It's just a BB gun. It was probably Cloud Sprout. What a weirdo. Oh. I'm starting to think the sheriff isn't coming out. I'm gonna turn off my pool motor. It's got a little thing, and it kind of clogs easy. I already did it. I already turned it off. Here's the owner's manuals on my dirt bike. Unfortunately, it got a little wet. That's what that one looks like. And there's the big one. I got these on eBay for like $20 each. But that's what the bike looked like new. Honestly, it's such a beautiful bike. That bike cost $10,000 new. Only 346 pounds with like a 400 or it's like a 400-mile range. It's a 9-gallon gas tank. Saddam's Mercedes. Yeah. I got 2 Mercedes Benz. I mean, I don't know if you saw the other one. I had a 200. That's nice. Looking for snakes. Here's my sedan. The body was nearly perfect. Ford fell recently and put that dent in the fender. Kind of a bummer. But actually, the day I bought it, it got rear-ended. Just watching for snakes. So right here, so you can see how it's pushed in, and you can't shut the trunk. So listen to this, friends. I paid $1,200 for the car. It runs like a dream. The turbo even works. So $1,200. I drove it to go get it registered in my name the same day, and it was raining. Somebody rear-ended me, and they paid me $2,100. So basically, free car. The damage was $2,100. And they gave me $1,200 for damage. Then $1,000. Yeah, it's diesel. It's turbo. And then they gave me $1,000 for injury. I said, but I'm not injured. They said, well, since it was a rear-end collision, we're giving you $1,000. And we acknowledge you're not claiming any injury. And by accepting this money, then you're not allowed to sue us for any injury in the future. I'm like, fine with me. Yeah, Charles. This baby here is called the 640 Adventure. 1998 to 2008 is the year they made them. This is the owner's manual in like 10 languages. English. Oh, that was like air pressure kind of shit. Oh, it's still a little damp. Oh well. There's 10 of you can buy 20 of those on eBay. I think it's my goal is to sell the working one, put the blinkers on it, and try to get the most money for it, and then fix the other one. Yeah, we'll see. Nothing. Maybe the sheriff isn't coming out. Let's see here. Out there, or keep chickens. I think it is hot. I mean, it gets to be 115 in the summertime, and August 115, at the max 120. The chickens, chickens are dinosaurs. They've lived on this earth for a very long time, so I think they'll live. It would be good for a kitty cat. Plus, the rattlesnakes. I just don't know what the rules are. I mean, I want to be an ethical pet daddy, a cat daddy. Oh, I think I hear somebody. Maybe not. If we were on the roof, we could see them, but it's so windy, it wouldn't happen. Chickens will tear up your rattlesnakes. They will literally eat them. Really? You think the chickens are like, get the fuck out of here, motherfucker? Oh, here they are. We got two deputy sheriff. All right. Here they come. I'm going to walk out.
Well, we don't want to take up too much of your time, but just while we're out here, just for the camera, you better make sure you're not going to go and shoot somebody up. You don't have any AR-15s if you want to go and kill anybody with all the swatting going on. You know what? Instead of just accepting the fact that they're scary, they're like, I'm gonna. They were more like they were out there walking everywhere, shooting. They could do it. You violate your rights. Freedom is free, and you had the freedom to take my mirror. I do that mostly with rattlesnakes. So I have gonna get out of here. Appreciate you coming out and talking to us. Just like I asked. And as long as you come out and talk to us, we're not even have to worry about it. We make sure. You want to bring a burrito? Okay.
Well, as you can see, it was all friendly. He's over there getting stuck. Well, that was the sergeant and another guy. Maybe it's a celebrity thing. Maybe they just want to meet future president. I don't know. Yeah, it was super friendly. Maybe they just want to get out of the office, and it's overtime and it's a field trip. It's a 2.5 hour round trip. They were all smiles and everything, so I'll offer them a drink. I really don't have anything. I just have water. I don't have any. Well, I got coffee right now. Well, it's good that it's all okay. Let me read the comments here. Chime is loud. What? Roger Stone. Hey, Roger. Oh. Think about this pragmatically. They both drove out in different cars. I think this is more of a boondoggle. They're like, who wants overtime? I do. All right, let's go. Anybody want to get a burrito? Yeah, let's get one. We're off to see the president. Here we go. All right. Should you have put a shirt on? No, real Cynthia. I don't have a shirt on, so they know I don't have a weapon. And he asked me, no guns, not even for plinking? I'm like, no. And then the sergeant's like, it's better you don't, Wayne, for this. You know, he said one of his deputies attacked a woman because she had a pitchfork. I'm like, exactly. You know, I'm friendly and talkative to them, so I'm not a police officer, so I really don't know any of the inside politics. Or like his boss might be like, what? You got a call for a guy saying he's going to shoot a lot of people with an AR-15 and you didn't go out? You're fired. Yeah, but it was Wayne. I don't care if it's the future president of the United States. Well, actually, boss, he's probably going to be future. I don't care. Futures. Don't let them search a shirt for a swatting. They're lucky they got shorts. Yeah, I've gone out in my underwear before, and there were some lady deputies, and they're like, you could have put on some pants. I'm like, well, you guys are pointing guns at me. They're like, no pants. There was like, no pants today. I was like, well, damn that wind chime. Oh, I should have taken down the wind chime so you could have heard, I guess. Knives, we are the real patriots. We need to take our country back. Wayne is the one that can do it. Well, I am going to bring a big fight. I'm going to be respectful. So you're going to see me being a diplomatic fighter against my political opponents, such as Ron DeSantis. Ron DeSantis did the right thing, serving our country in the Navy. I think he's a a JAG officer, but I also think I saw a picture of him with an M4. Goes to Israel, and he's always kissing Israel's ass. I bet he doesn't know that Israel did 9/11. Would he open a criminal investigation for 9/11? Do you know there's never been a criminal investigation for 9/11? Would he be willing to look at the evidence, or is he just going to assume the people who've never done anything from us, who label themselves the greatest ally, they're not our greatest ally, they're our greatest mooch. And Donald Trump, he lied to the American people. He said he wouldn't play golf. In the first year, he played 100 days of golf. I'm going to offer such a great campaign. I'm going to have so many. I told my campaign manager this morning that we are product managers, and I'm the salesman for the product we're building. And the product is the new America. I'm going to build a new America, and that's the product I'm selling. And I'm going to explain its features and benefits. And my value proposition is going to be so compelling, people are going to want the Wayne Lambright America version than the Donald Trump America, the Joe Biden America, or the Ron DeSantis America. I don't think those three people don't know how to package a product and list its features and benefits like I do. And so they're just going to say catchphrases like, we're going to be stronger. We're going to be tough on crime. Voting for any of the current establishment will get you establishment results. This is a time for out-of-the-box thinking, and you need an out-of-the-box leader like me. You need unconventional results from an unconventional leader, and that's what I offer. And I'm not doing this alone. I'm going to have a big advisory board, and actually some of you might be on my advisory board. I'm going to be talking to the public at least once a week for 2 to 3 hours on YouTube, if not 3 days a week, if not more. Like, I really love these interactions we're having. I love the feedback. And I love that my competitors don't do it. They're too afraid to turn on YouTube and start talking to America. They're so obsessed with keeping up appearances. Handlers are afraid of what they would say without their hall monitor in the room. Okay, so they're not really real politicians. They're not real Americans. They're actors who are doing what they're told. So you're my boss. You, the American people, tell me what to do. I'm your servant, okay? It's not the other way around. I'm here to serve you. And I can't serve you until you tell me what you want me to do. I'm only putting on a shirt because the flies are annoying me. I really don't know how to get rid of them. Well, I got some fly traps and I think they're empty. What the fuck? Okay, I just want to do a tangent real quick. If you didn't know, about 3 hours ago, I saw a white lizard tail this big over here going, shh, and it's going behind the speaker. And I go, holy shit, that's a big lizard. And I look down, and there's a fucking 5-foot-long snake in here. I'm like, well, it doesn't look like a rattlesnake, so it might not be poisonous. And so I just stepped back, and he skedaddled, and he was licking. So I put up a snake barrier. So this piece of wood right here, that wasn't there. That's where the snake came over, or they came in through this hole. But now there's this. This is how I keep the door from blowing open, but I want the door open right now. All right, that's how I do it. I got to put a brick in the way. this in the way. My igloo. And then I have this tarp. Oh, what I wanted to show you is the snake barrier right there. So I don't think any snakes are coming in anymore. I sleep with the door open at night. It's kind of nice. So I'm actually a good product of, building websites is product development. And so, since I've been thinking about this since the age of 12, I'm going to list so many things that I'm going to do during my presidency. You'll say, well, I doubt he'll get them all done. And people will say, if Wayne gets half of them done, he will have done a job better than the presidents of the last 60 years. Okay? And America has never seen an ambitious politician like me, all right? I'm a lover. I'm not a fighter. I'm a deal maker. I accept people kind of at face value. And we all live here. And we all we all have one thing in common, the desire to be happy, all right? So happiness, it's my job to try to please all Americans. How ridiculous is that? It's not ridiculous. And the way I'm going to do it is when you tell me what you want me to do. All right. So if you want me to build a high-speed train from New York to Los Angeles, maybe we'll do it. Maybe you want me to build a water system from Lake Michigan to the Southwest because they need water, fresh water. Maybe we'll do it. Whatever ideas you have, no matter how ridiculous, let me know. There could be a way to do it. Maybe you want to build an artificial island in the Gulf of Mexico. I don't know. I don't know what your ideas are. We don't know where the next good idea is going to come from. We do know it's going to come from an American. They're going to come within our country. So speak up now. Oh, it's not light. Knife said there. See the light. Vote Lambright. Oh, that's good. Wait till you see my campaign manager. Have you ever seen Linda Carter, the Wonder Woman actress from the 70s? My campaign manager is a 10 of 10 beauty. And she's been following me for 7 years. She loves what I'm doing. She loves my spirit. And so I think people will say, well, she believes in Wayne so much, she's helping him at this time when he has no money. That's a person we should help. So she will start the avalanche of supporters and organization. She's like an executive administrative type of woman. She has a job working for a person who owns a really large business, a large corporation. So she's the executive assistant. So I'm really excited. And also, it's my job to make the other politicians look terrible, and it won't be so hard. All right. Joe Biden, what's his record? What did he accomplish? 0. He destroyed the economy. How much worse could it get? It could get a lot worse. Okay. I want to abolish the Federal Reserve, create a currency that's gold backed. I want to abolish private ownership of American oil. I want to nationalize the oil. We pump 16 million barrels a day from American soil. That's about, at $70 a barrel, I think it's like 600 billion a year. That's before it's turned into products. So it's probably nearly $1 trillion we give away to 10 old white guys. We're giving away our money. This is stupid. We the citizens need the money. Why should we give it to some privileged people, some oligarchs? The same with natural gas and the same with coal. We are not going to give away these precious resources anymore. It's going to be the U.S. oil company, the United States government oil company, the United States coal company, and the United States natural gas. If it's under our soil, it's going to be owned by the federal government, and it will be extracted and used for the citizens, and we'll sell it to other people. If we get money from it, from selling it, then we can use that to pay for social services, or we can lower the cost of gas. Like maybe we bring gas down to $1 a gallon. We just shouldn't give it away to people. The same goes with electricity. Like I want to start some thorium reactors. There's only one thorium reactor, and that's in China. In the interim, we'll reopen nuclear power plants that are still safe. If not, we'll build more nuclear plants. Nuclear power is safe. It's been perfected. We're not at the teething stages. It's a mature technology. Thorium's better because of all the material is consumed in the process, where uranium-235, 70% is left over, and that's the nuclear waste. Let me read some comments here. Soap Soup. I will support you in exchange for cabinet position, guaranteed. Well, it sounds like a good offer. I'll have to consider it. Rick Deckard. Bo Bandy is living in Bubba's shed. Soap Soup. In lieu of cabinet position, a certain quality of Taco Bell takeout might suffice, but I'm not guaranteeing anything. Soap Soup. Wow, you're lucky. Most snakes don't want to hurt you. Gonna need to you up your security game. Yeah, well, I just did with that new barrier. Maybe I'll electrify it. I got an electric fence. I can put some wire on it. Zapping wire. Real Cynthia, ultrasonic pest repellent gadget. Okay, Wayne, good idea. Laugh out loud, Yoka. Wayne, did you always live in California? Yes, I'm born in California. However, my first 2 years of high school, I lived in Washington State with my father. And then I came back and finished high school here. Make Epoch City real. Yeah, Epoch City is pretty cool. Disney World. Wayne knows people who know how. That's a start. Absolutely. Charles Smith. Wayne, did you see the business idea? No, I haven't read it yet. I saw that you DM me that. Let me go there now and see if I can read it quickly. I wonder how much it costs them to come out. They must be billing at $200 an hour. Hey, Wayne, I think. Oh, well. Well, with my unlimited electricity, unlimited energy, that's going to take some infrastructure. That's not going to be available for a few years. And it's a good idea of sorts, but also trucks will be made obsolete because of anti-gravity. Like the future will be, instead of a semi-truck, there will be trailers, but the trailer will just fly through the air without any operators to the destination. We'll be seeing shipping containers flying through the sky with no pilots. Hey, Wayne, I have to leave for a few minutes. Did the police ever show up? Yes, Conway, Twitty, they did show up. 2 of them. And it was all good. We need to work out a game plan for Wayne 2024. How do we get this started? Thank you, Soap Soup. We're kind of waiting on the bank account and my federal election papers. So just we're on hold for the moment, and probably within 2 weeks, how about 10 days? I mean, the 2-week joke. My campaign manager, her car was stolen last Wednesday, and they got it back. She got it back yesterday, and there was some blunts in there, and they were using her cup holders as ashtrays. I still think Mossad stole her car and planted bugs in the car so they can listen to her talk to me on the phone. That's my guess. Who steals a Volkswagen Jetta? One that's 10 years old? And how do you even steal a car in today's world? I thought they had anti-theft devices. I gotta ask her more. Was there damage to like her start button? She's got a button. You just press a button that starts the car. So that means that the key fob has to be with the car to start it. How did they hack that? And the criminals are blunt smokers. So we've got blunt smoking auto thieves who steal cars. For what purpose? Did they commit a crime in the car? I don't know. Okay, let's do some brainstorming. I'm gonna get the wheel going. I'm gonna create a very fertile environment for wacky ideas. All right, and so don't come up with ideas that are pragmatic. Just come up with a dream. Okay. Now let me tell you one of my dreams. As president, I'm gonna buy 10,000 dirt bikes in different sizes, 200 dirt bikes per state at different federal parks for you to reserve and go dirt biking, maybe take one for your son or your daughter and go cruising around on federal land for free. You reserve it, you show up at the campsite, the dirt bike is there with all the gear, and I'm gonna create that for you. I'm also gonna buy 50,000 watercraft. That's 200 watercraft per state at different national lakes. So you can go to the lake and ride a jet ski. And I'm also going to buy 50,000 snowmobiles and put them at national parks where you can ride the snowmobile in the winter. And I'm calling these lifestyle upgrades for all Americans, all right? Because a lot of people don't have money to buy these toys. They don't have place to store them, and they're never going to have them. So I'm going to increase people's standards of living. I'm going to create something like 24-hour fitness. I'm going to build 5,000 luxury gymnasiums, 100 places in each state for you to go lift weights, work out, swimming pool, racquetball, tennis courts, sauna, shower, 24 hours a day, tall ceilings, marble walls, really decadent. Those are some of the ideas. So I want you to be very creative with your ideas. Tell me what you want me to make. We're selling the dream, okay? I am selling the dream. My opponents are selling the fucking nightmare, all right? What they're selling, if you elect Joe Biden, it's going to be a nightmare. But they don't come up with an alternative. And if you vote for me, I'm going to give you all these goodies. What they're saying is, if you vote for me, I'll make sure the military-industrial complex gets its pallets of money. So I guarantee you that endless wars will keep coming. Like, I would like to have at least my term, no wars, no conflicts, zero. I want a garden, a house, and maybe a cat, some chickens, dairy goat. Then I can die and my animals can eat me and dispense of my corpse. I kind of like this idea. So my 3D printed concrete homes, we need to build a 3D printed concrete chicken coop and a 3D concrete goat barn, right? So we'll put those on. We're going to put chicken coops now on all the 3D printed concrete homes. Everyone's going to have a chicken coop for 10 chickens. Well, what if they don't want to grow chickens? Then it's just storage space. Your cat could be hanging out in there. What else? He said, I want a cat, some chickens, dairy goat. Clean up the buses and trains and keep the riffraff that terrorizes them in jail. Roman-style bathhouses and sauna sound kino. Exactly. I want to reproduce what the Romans had. The Romans had a better life than we did 2,000 years ago. Their life was better than ours is today. So we're living in the Romans' future, practicing Stone Age living conditions. Yeah, I'm going to bring some of the glory of Rome to America. We can use 3D printed technology to make these gymnasiums. They'll look like I'm going to create the Department of Artificial Intelligence. And maybe, if you guys agree with me, all government ideas get run through artificial intelligence to make sure we're thinking in the right way. We might want to build a bridge and they'll say, well, actually, we think you should build the bridge a mile to the south because there's a big fault line there and it could damage it. And to the south, it's more narrow and you could save half the money. We'll be like, we didn't think about that because it's owned by somebody. And then we can do eminent domain and pay them for the land or something, or swap them for the land. Everything's negotiable. This is our life. We don't have to live based on dead people's rules. We're living a life on dead people's laws. The people who wrote those laws were 200 years ago. They're dead. It's time to update our laws to increase our standard of living, to live in utopia. Like, this is why I want to take away the Black Project, the secrecy of anti-gravity. We already have the secret to unlimited electricity with satellites beaming it down as microwave energy. Rockwell International built one in 1979. As president, I would like you to raise the minimum age of the CDL back to 21. They recently lowered it to 18. It's unsafe to let teenagers drive 18,000-pound trucks. Charles is right. Charles, I'm going to ask that you work in the Department of Transportation, maybe even be in charge of it. Katie Bulldog Mom, incentivize medical institutions to offer best medical services without requiring insurance. Katie Bulldog Mom, I'm going to create, well, first of all, the U.S. military, I'm aware of, they have all the most advanced machines money can buy. Their doctors are very well educated. So I want to create a national federal hospital, no cost. Walk in, broken leg, walk out, no bill. It's not going to go on your Medicare, none of that. The people staffing it will be part of the military. And I think that's how we staff it. You can still go to a private hospital. Why would you? Oh, Wayne, well, England tried to do that and people are on waiting lists for heart transplants and people die. Well, we're not British, all right? We left England because why? Low IQ. We're not England. We're not Great Britain. Great Britain can't stop shooting their foot. They have not advanced. They haven't learned anything. They're so stupid. We are not Great Britain. We are America. We're capable of the very best. Like, why should hospitals be allowed to make all these obscene profits? Well, somebody's got to pay for that building, Wayne. That building didn't cost $100 million. They're just steel buildings. And also, we can use artificial intelligence to make better healthcare decisions. When I was 15 years younger, I learned oxyacetylene welding, brazing, soldering, sand, casting, aluminum, how to read blueprints to assemble lathe components. Why should I CDL require 21 or above? Soap soup. I learned all that also in high school. Wowzer. Wayne, can I be ambassador to Tuvula? Yeah. Yes, I see that. That seems plausible. Why not? Oh, I know here's what I'm going to do, friends. On my website, lambright.com, I'm going to build out my cabinet. And I'm going to create new positions that don't exist right now for you guys. And I'm not sure exactly on all the expenses, but we might have to build like a high-rise apartment complex somewhere close to Washington, D.C. as a White House cabinet housing. I want to have it so we're all close together so we can brainstorm all the time. Like I said, when I'm in the it's at the White House. It's the press room where the press are, and it's where the press secretary gives her daily briefings or whatever. There's going to be 2 podiums in there. So when the president is talking, the vice president's going to be next to me. As president, it's going to be Batman and Robin. You're getting me and the vice president simultaneously. Okay? If you see me talking at a podium, my vice president's going to be next to me at all times. Bring back basic life skills to every year, K through 12 schooling, building, cooking, sewing, repair, banking, etc. Absolutely. I think, well, we can do a lot of online learning, and we can create an online curriculum. Well, maybe they go to school and each desk has a laptop on it, and the teacher instructs the class, today we're going to learn how to cook spaghetti. So everybody open your laptop, put on your headphones, and start. Maybe they watched a video together. No talking. So lots of very well produced videos. Maybe they watch a video on how to make spaghetti meat sauce from scratch. They watch a video, then they have a hands-on learning, cutting tomatoes, cooking tomatoes, adding the olive oil, cutting the garlic, adding the meat, and cook spaghetti sauce right in the room, and they eat it. So hands-on learning, first classroom learning, then hands-on learning, teaching them real skills that will teach them how to feed themselves. We'll have barbecued hamburgers. First, we'll teach them how to do it by video, making the patty, putting salt and pepper in the ground beef mix, weighing out the size of the hamburger like balls on tissue paper, like 1/4 pound, then smashing the hamburger patties really flat, and then putting them on the charcoal grill or the gas grill, crock pot. Charles says interstate CL drivers under the age of 19 are 4 times more likely to be involved in fatal crashes. I'm going to pay school teachers the same amount of money that the 80% of police officers make. So in that city, we'll take the average income that 80%, we'll do the the adjusted average of 80% of the police officers, and that's what we're going to pay teachers. So right now, police officers on average make $150,000. So we're going to start paying teachers starting at $150,000. Because I think teachers now are at $60,000. How are we going to do that? Well, since less kids will be going to prison because they're not going to be dipshits, we can afford to pay teachers more. Get rid of private prisons also. Yeah, being a teacher is dangerous. Teachers deserve $30,000 a year. WYR. Oh, you're just fighting with me, aren't you? Okay, I'm giving you a hug. You need a hug. Here we go. I hope you feel better. I love you. Teachers deserve $230,000 a year. Well, where did you learn to talk, WYR? Well, I think we got, okay, here's what I think happened. The rocket, this is the Earth, okay? The rocket put the people in space. This is the moon. The edge of the screen's the moon. So the rocket went to outer space and they're just floating. Then one of the UFOs we have on our, and it picked the astronauts from outer space, and they got in the UFO and they went, and they went to the moon on one of the UFOs the aliens gave us. I'm sure the room is laughing right now. Like we, the US government, have UFOs from aliens that they gave us that we found, and we have ones that we've made. So I do think humans have stepped foot on the moon, and we got there with a UFO. And that protects us from the Van Allen radiation belt. You were homeschooled? Who schooled you? WYR? I'm going to go back up and make sure I didn't forget anybody's comments. End all foreign aid. Conway Twitty. That's a deal. Done. At a bare minimum, you guys can be my advisors on my campaign, okay? So anybody who wants to be an advisor on my campaign, I got room for 100 people. I need advisors from every state to help me in each state. Well, I need campaign managers in every state, and I need people knowledgeable of your state's problems. And if I know what problems states have, maybe the federal government can alleviate the suffering in that state. That makes me a better leader. When I was 15 or younger, I learned, oh no, same thing. Soap soup. Seriously, Wayne, why no Iranian-style mud brick architecture that cools in the desert by now? What are you even doing? Well, to make a mud brick, you need water, right? Well, there's no water here. Well, why don't you bring in the water, Wayne? Okay, with what money? Water costs money. It costs fuel. It takes labor and time. So you want me to do primitive style building, making mud bricks? My soil is like beach sand. You need clay. It's a good idea. It is. It's a great idea. I built this shed. Insulated roof, air conditioner. Knives. Wayne, I told my friend Sam, who works for the government, about you. He loves your opinion on nationalizing oil. Needless to say, you have another vote. Yay! So much winning. So much winning. You know what Donald Trump is doing right now? He's playing golf. He could be creating a bright future, but he isn't. Big Vegas, it's time. Oh yeah, I got to go up here. Here we go. What the fuck? 2 cars. You should have put on a shirt. The future's bright. BMN. Don't let them search. A shirt for swatting. Never lucky. Damn that wind chime. The chime is loud. What? Stop torturing Wayne swatters. What the fuck? He's never done to anyone. We are the real patriots. Yes, we need to take back this country. Wayne's the one that can do it. Offer them a drink. That's actually a good idea. Like maybe I'll keep some cold sodas in the fridge next time, in the can. Wayne is set up pretty much. Wayne's setup is pretty much what I imagine. Teos, New Mexico to be, but I think Teos has skiing, so maybe not. I don't know. How's he not started making adobe fortifications like pre-colonial Native Americans? Well, I'm not going to war with anybody. I'm a deal maker. I'm a peacemaker and a deal maker. I'm not a war maker. So I think the reason I'll be elected is people like me. Wayne's friendly. That's the image I'm trying to transmit, is that I am a friendly guy and I'm a peaceful guy. And I don't want to I want to make friends with everybody. Okay. It's possible. That's what parents teach their children, is to be nice to people. I was raised Catholic, turn the other cheek. We got to listen more to people. Sometimes people say something, but it's not really what they meant. And you got to listen, and active listening, and tell me more. And sometimes people aren't they're not actually trolling. They just don't know how to communicate. And so but sometimes people take it as trolling, and they jump to conclusions. So through more conversations and more dialogue, we can get to the real root of what people are trying to say. All right, so I've read that. So now back to them. Home still, computer and mom. WYR. Okay, well, your mom did a great job, WYR. Soap Stoop. Florida here, advisor for Wayne on offer. Our problem is Florida, and rent is a problem, and slavery, but DeSantis has laid a groundwork for dealing with that. Can you dig a well, Wayne? Water is 600 feet down. I couldn't dig one by hand. It cost about $50,000 to drill it and $10,000 for the shit to go in it. Plus, you got to get a permit. I mean, it might have to go deep, but there's an underground water table you can tap into. Yes, there is. There's two wells there, and over there is another well. Just take Canada's water and resources and pay off America's debt. Base lapse Catholic Wayne. I can relate. Yeah, I went to Catholic school also, and I was an altar boy. I didn't get raped. Thank God. Find any rattlesnakes? No rattlesnakes for 2 weeks, but there was a visitor today in the shed, something called a whip snap snake. It's not harmful. It was like 5 foot long. I was a little startled. I was like, well, I'm fucking glad I wasn't sleeping and that thing crawling on me. So I did just put up a new barrier. The rattlesnakes, there's no way they can get over that. That snake today, it could get over it. I might electrify it. I got a zapper. I got an electric fence zapper. I might install it. Yeah, I could run a wire this high off the ground around my shed. So any snake coming by, take them the other direction. Coach whip snake. That's exactly what it was. They're harmless. Yeah. Well, I didn't know that, but I didn't kill it. And he skedaddled really quick. So it all worked out. I saw an eastern hognose last week. Harmless. They're harmless. Well, snakes, it's natural for people to shit their pants when they see snakes. All right. So I'm not a snake expert. I'm becoming a snake expert. And today I was like, should I kill it? I'm like, well, I might let this one live. I've been watching a lot of snake videos on YouTube. JFC, just for cause, Wayne, snake claim. Snakes climb. They climb pretty easy. They climb trees. They climb walls. The electric idea might work, but yeah, you're dealing with you're dealing with snakes generosity not biting you. You're dealing with snake generosity not biting you. But yeah, you're dealing with snake generosity not biting you. Well, you're saying that the snakes are being generous to me and they're not biting me. Wayne, if I come visit, would you be interested in doing some gold prospecting? You can keep all the gold. Yes, and we would split the gold. Yeah, Charles, we can split the gold. Snakes really aren't that malicious. They can be nice, but if you want to be safe, you need to secure your place. Soaps and soup, you are correct. Let me show you the electric fence thing I have. My electric fence thing cost me, I think, $90, and it's good for 5 miles. Yeah, I could put it really low to the ground. It would fuck them up. It wouldn't kill them, but they would be, I'm out of here. Well, it would be wild if a Gila monster lizard, they're venomous lizards in Southwest. What? I didn't know that. I have some body like this and then tail like that. Big lizards. They're kind of cute. I'm looking at your Gila monster. Yeah, those are, I didn't know they're poisonous. I think those are protected animals also. On the rattlesnake channel, they're protected in Arizona. Hey Wayne, do you worry about random tube snakes? What's a random tube snake? I don't know what a random tube snake is. No, I don't worry. That's why one was in today. Wayne, do you worry about random, rare, and dangerous? Please make whole sentences, friends. I don't talk in. I just don't understand what you're saying. Oh, I'm going to read my message I just sent. All right, Charles. Charles, it's the same message. If you're talking about the commercial, oh, my CDL can drive 9,000 gallon water truck to your property. We could engineer an automatic gold panning setup. Okay, Charles. Now that's a good idea. Thank you. Well, Charles, you and I should have a telephone conversation that's private because I want to tell you some things. Have you ever heard of spitting tube snakes? No. All right, I'm going to Google it. Mozambique spitting cobra. Okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about it. Are they in California? I live in California. Cool, Charles. We'll have a conversation about it. Yes, I'll tell you some confidential things. We just have to keep big black snakes. WYR. Now, I know you're homeschooled, and I'm not sure if you know how to type on a keyboard, but are these snakes in Southern California? I don't think they are. Basically, the only snakes where I live are harmless, like garter snakes and rattlesnakes. Mm-hmm. Charles, I can tell you this. I've spoken about it. Well, I'm building a shaker table, and these are the little wheels for my shaker table. There's so much fine gold on my property itself, and basically this whole area to the south of me. It's called Chickawilla, the Chickawilla mountain range. There's probably 100 gold mines in it. I wonder if black racers could live out there. They hunt rattlesnakes, might disrupt the environment if you brought them in, though. Yeah, I'm not, well, I'm going to start wearing boots and rattlesnake protectors. My mom gave me some money to buy some, so I got to buy them. And yeah, and I got to send my boots back to Danner. I'm a little slow. Like, I still haven't sent my inverter back for being repaired. And Roger Stone is buying me an inverter also. My CDL water trucks, we could probably pan 10 to 20 tons of sand if we recycle the water. Exactly. Oh, let me open the thing here so we can see the sunset. Yeah, that's the mountain right there. That's where the iron company is. 400 vacant homes just sold for $22 million. No, Roger Stone, he's in the chat. He just has, that's his an alias name. That's not his real name. Oh. Hey, Charles, I thought about buying an old water truck, and the Colorado River is only 60 miles away. It's probably illegal to take water from the river, but we could go at night and steal it. Well, the next 18 months are going to be very exciting. What's my favorite food? I really like sushi. But if it wasn't for sushi, Mexican food is pretty delicious. I love tacos. I love burritos. I love hot sauce. I love Italian food. Hmm. The great news is there's basically billions of dollars in gold in the mountains to the south of me. Hmm. Well, friends, I didn't plan on going live so early because of the swatting, and I'm getting a little tired. Charles, all the gold mining stuff is on the table. It just depends on how much money you have. Like, we can get a gold mine claim where we're going to have to ask Jeff Williams. He talks about this one. Most claims are like an ounce per ton or half an ounce per ton. They were getting 160 ounces per ton. That's insane. Mm. Well, I got to eat some food, and I'm going to call this a night. I might go live later, but I'm kind of getting tired. And Charles, I'll send you a message tomorrow, and we'll try to find a time tomorrow that's a good time to talk. Oh. Okay, drift speed. Thanks for being here. The real Cynthia. Oh, just a reminder, I'm always looking for donations. I could always use $5 or so. And my Cash App and Bitcoin's in the description below. The real Cynthia, Conway Twitty, Bum, Kane Cordova, AI 1337, Big Vegas, Soap Soup, The Real Corinthians, Bum, K Fillers, Laugh Out Loud, Yuko, Kane Cordova, Sonichu. Thanks for being here. Knives, thanks you for being here. Mr. Brenman 21. Thanks for being here. K Fillers, thanks for being here. Richard Stone. It's Richard Stone who bought me the inverter. Thanks, Richard, for being here. Dave London, thank you. 5G Schizo. Love you, Wayne. You ironically an inspiration for what you've been doing out there. You're a man doing your own thing with your own land, and the world hates you for it. Oh, like literally, they should have made all those Western movies I watched, those Western TV shows. All those people living on the prairie, going everywhere on their wagon with the wheels, with the bench seat, and basically it was the covered wagon. It was a pickup truck. The real 5G Schizo, Conway Twitty, Katie Billdog Mom, Nerve Lindsay, thank you. Wowzers 0_0. Soap Soup WYR, thanks for being here. Turd Burglar, That's quite the interesting name. Okay. Wayne, you're fun. Thanks for being online. We did it. Tina Turner, rest in peace. Yeah. What's love got to do it? She had some really good songs. She was living in Switzerland. That's a nice place to live. Maybe I'll see you later tonight. If not, I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye.